Howdy hey to all of my people out there. This is going to be a very general collective reading, non-specific to any signs. I just felt this inkling today when I woke up that I need to do a nice, thorough collective reading, and I feel like it has something to do with love. So that is kind of what I'm rolling with right now. And so, yeah, let's kind of explore that and see what happens with it. I might turn this into sort of like a series, where every once in a while I'll just like do collective readings like this. If anybody has any ideas for a name for that series, that would be really cool if you could leave it in the comments. I would love to check those out and select a name for the series, because I don't know if I could come up with one on my own, but it would be wonderful if anybody had any suggestions for a good name for it. I also feel like when I get an outside perspective on things like choosing a name for a series, I feel like outside perspectives have like the best ideas, because when you're involved with something so closely, you're almost afraid to select a name or title or for it, because you're so closely like it's your baby, you know. You don't want to like mess up by choosing the wrong name. I feel like when you get outside perspectives on things like that, people just, you know, are so creative, and collectively we can just come together and create something beautiful. That's interesting that just like that whole monologue just happened, because I think, I don't know, sometimes I wonder if the things that pop out of my mouth have to do with a message from the universe. So if that resonated with you on a spiritual level, then that's great. Also, let me know in the comments. I've only gotten a few comments so far, but I've looked at all of them, and I appreciate everyone that comments or likes my videos, or even just watches them. One of my videos has 56 views, and that's like my biggest viewed video, and I'm very happy about that, because I just started out this channel after a long time of like really thinking that I wasn't ready to do it, and I've been prepping, and yeah, I feel good about it, and I'm getting really good feelings about this YouTube channel. Yeah, and I just hope that everybody likes what I put out. Yeah. So because this is a collective reading and a very general reading, this energy may not align with your energy, and that's okay. I do have some videos up for specific signs if you want to check those out. Also, you can check out my tarot TikTok at Bees Intuition, and I have a bunch of general collective readings on there as well, and I don't believe any of them are time sensitive. So yeah, check those out if you would like to. Anyways, here we go. Let's see what is happening for the collective right now. Something about love. So anything happening for the collective in regards to love. And I have an idea of like the layout of this spread that I'm going to be doing, but I also like to just roll in the moment with whatever my spirit guides think is best. So yeah, I'm connecting with my spirit guides, my ancestors, my divine beings that work towards my highest good and never against it. Always supporting, guiding me, protecting me, and loving me at all times. What is going out? Oh, okay, so the World card just popped out, and that's the collective's energy. So I'm seeing you leveling up in your life right now, going through some substantial changes. So, you know, the interesting part about this card I'm feeling right now is that you, honestly, you might be kind of distracted from love to an extent because you've been working so much on yourself and trying to improve. I'm getting a lot of self-healing journey. Ooh. Okay, so what popped out first was the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you're starting to build something that is going to become very stable and secure and prosperous, really abundant as well. But I see you starting off small. Very interesting. And then the Seven of Swords came out. And I'm actually reading this as your energy, so I wonder if maybe you're kind of doing things behind the scenes at this time, trying to kind of keep it a little bit on the down low or secretive. Because I'm not actually picking up any negative energy when I'm looking at this Seven of Swords. Usually I do. Usually when I look at that, I think that somebody's being sneaky and deceitful, doing bad things behind someone's back. But I'm actually seeing this as you might just be a little secretive at this point. Especially if you're, you know, working on your self-healing journey, like leveling up in spiritual and karmic ways. Also, you're having this like fresh beginning in abundance and prosperity here with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that you've probably been doing a lot of this kind of behind closed doors, a little bit in secret, but not necessarily for like a bad reason, just because I feel like you're kind of preserving or conserving your energy. And that's probably for the best, you know. I've heard so many times that if we tell too much to other people, that their negative thoughts that have to do, and it has nothing to do with you, but like when they think about things in a negative way, especially when they've been told all their life that the things that you're trying to achieve aren't possible, when they see somebody else like you trying to work towards those goals, their own self-sabotaging thoughts, behavior, mindsets will kind of creep out and sabotage your progress on a certain situation, especially something that you're trying to work towards. Very interesting. The Magician just popped out. So I'm actually seeing you. I feel like this really goes with the World card here. You're leveling up to this point in which you're becoming a master manifester. I also see like the Magician is all about like, you know, mastering all four elements, you know, earth, water, air, fire, and cups, pentacles, swords, and wands for the tarot. And with that power and that experience, you're able to create wonderful things for your life. You're able to manifest everything that you've ever dreamed of. But that's not to say that it comes easily to you by any means. I feel like you're definitely working really hard in your life right now. And I feel like this is a sign that you're on the right path to manifest the future that you desire at this point. I also feel the sense that you're protected, divinely protected. Very cool. Let's see what else. Also, if you hear any cats in the background, I have 2 cats in my room, so they might get noisy at some point, but right now they're just kind of chilling. All right. Okay. So the Two of Swords just popped out. So I'm actually seeing that you may be in this time. That's so interesting. Wow. I'm getting a very specific message while looking at this image here. I see it as two separate paths that you have to choose between, and it's really hard to decide which one you want to go down. And I feel like the Two of Swords is all about answering those indecisions, or like that choice that we have to make. We answer that through our intuition. So tapping into our intuition is going to guide us to the right decision. Because most of the time when we have a decision to make, most of the time we are the only ones that know ourselves well enough to know what is the best decision for us. So you may find that you need to tap into your intuition during this time. Okay. I'm also getting the message that your emotions might try to overrun you during this time. So just try to keep those in check so that you're not making a decision out of high emotion, but rather out of sound mind, and also if it aligns with your emotions, of course, because I think that feelings are very important. But don't let your emotions or your emotional state be the only reason you decide to do something. Make sure that it aligns in every part of yourself, of course. This is very interesting. Since the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords came out, I'm getting that your thoughts may be a little bit, I feel like you're kind of trapped in your head a little bit. You may be finding yourself a little bit overrun by thoughts. And I don't know why, but I'm getting this anxiety about being perceived by others. Because I feel like that's kind of how, like, you're kind of being secretive about your journey because you may be afraid of what others may think about you. I mean, it's always good to know ourselves, but we definitely should not be too controlled by others' reactions to the things that we do, or their thoughts and their feelings, because if we care too much about others, we forget to think for ourselves and consider what is best for ourselves. Living in fear is no way to live. So you may find that you're kind of worried about that. Even if it's just in the back of your mind, it might not even be fully conscious. But yeah, just like take that into consideration. Maybe even analyze, like, where did that stem from? Did that stem from childhood? My fear of people judging me? Most of the time, the first people that we are judged by, unfortunately, is our parents or someone from the home growing up. So, yeah, maybe just like analyze the roots of that fear, and maybe it can lead you to something that you can heal from. Once you know where it stems from, you can take the proper steps to heal that. Yeah. Very interesting. I am very interested in this two paths with the Two of Swords here. I'm going to ask to clarify that, actually. Please clarify the Two of Swords within this reading, please and thank you. Please clarify the Two of Swords within this reading, please and thank you. Thank you. Okay. So right on top is the Four of Swords. It came out first. And then that was followed by the Three of Swords. Yeah, again, we're getting so many swords. I think that you're a little stuck in your head right now. You know, the Four of Swords is all about taking care of ourselves, especially when we're going through stressful events. So maybe making this decision is a stressful event for you. And I feel like the Four of Swords is there to remind us that we should take a step back, be compassionate and loving towards ourselves, do the things that we need to so that we can make the proper decisions. Like, if we're too tired, we may not be functioning at our best, and we may make troublesome choices. So that may be your sign to kind of take care of yourself so that you are in the right place to make decisions, because you may not be at this moment. You may find that you're a little bit I don't want to say mentally unstable, because that can have such bad stigma attached to it, but you know, maybe you're just not functioning at your best and you just need to take a step back, kind of care for yourself for a minute, and then reapproach the subject when you're better suited for it. The Three of Swords. The Three of Swords, I feel like, is all about heartbreak. Oh, this is very interesting too. I am getting the message that with this card, a lot of people see it as like a three-party situation, but I'm actually picking up a different energy with it. I feel like these three swords, each one of them is a separate relationship in your life. So this could be, you know, this could either be all romantic relationships, or this could be like a relationship with your family, a relationship with your friends, a relationship with your lover. I feel like you've experienced a lot of pain in your life and a lot of disappointment. I just feel like this gut-wrenching sobbing, you know, like that really deep sobbing that like just shakes you to your core. And when, oh my gosh, I remember one time there was this little boy at, I can't even remember, it was like a random restaurant, but this little baby just was crying in that deep gut-wrenching cry, and I just remember feeling so incredibly sad and just like being so overwhelmed by that baby. And maybe it was just because I was picking up the nice energy, but it was just such a sad cry, and that kind of cry just like hits you so deeply, you know? It's just that like that deep cry, and I feel like you've had that moment so many times in your life. And I just feel alone. You know, I'm picking up on this energy in which you're having that gut-wrenching cry and no one's there to comfort you. But maybe that's when you stepped up to the plate for yourself. You came in and you were that person to confide in, that person to comfort you when you were crying. You had to be that person for yourself, and maybe that makes you a bit closed off when it comes to love, because you found that no one else can comfort you the way that you can. No one else can, or no one ever has even. No one has ever comforted you or loved you the way that you needed, and you had to provide that for yourself. That is such a sad energy, but also slightly hopeful. You know, a lot of the time we find at least once in our life that, you know, we kind of are all we have in this lifetime, because we can't promise tomorrow. You know, we can't promise that all of our friends will still be there tomorrow. We can't promise that all of our family will still be there tomorrow. We can't even promise that our pets and our loved ones will be there tomorrow. So we have to find that strength, that love, that compassion within ourselves, so that we have that support where it's most important, within. Yeah, I feel like that will resonate with someone. All right, what else is happening with the collective for this time? Okay, very interesting. I feel like we're shifting gears now, because we received the Two of Wands. This is actually really great energy that I'm picking up on, because I'm actually getting the message that you are focusing on your future, and I feel like it's driven by your passions here. I feel like you're following your heart. I'm not necessarily getting romantic, energy from this. I feel like it's much more a personal passion. I think you're pursuing a passion at this time. It could even just be a simple hobby, but I feel like it's impacting your future. Might be spiritual as well. I'm getting some sort of spiritual aspect to it. So maybe your spirituality is kind of giving you purpose and drive during this time. That's beautiful. What else for the collective? Ooh! Alright. Okay. So the Ace of Cups actually came out in the reverse. I always take the reversals very seriously when I use this deck, because this deck I have all the cards upright. So when the cards come out in reverse, I try to take that very seriously, because I view that as the universe or spirit trying to get me to the right message. So this actually aligns with what I've been feeling through the duration of this reading so far, which is that you, although you have so much love, it's run out when it's come to people. That's what I'm feeling. You have so much love, and specifically romance. I feel like you're very loving in all other areas of your life, but when it comes to romance, I feel like you're kind of just drained. And I think it's because of your past. Yeah, I'm just getting this really run down, tired feeling when it comes to love. Like, it makes me a little bit sad, because I feel like maybe you've given up on love to an extent. Interesting. You know what I'm gonna do now? So this is the collective, whoever I am speaking to, whoever is resonating with this video. This is all your energy. And now I'm gonna try and tap into the collective's future love interest. Yeah. Because I feel like, especially with this energy, I feel like you don't currently have anybody in your life romantically, or at least that's what I'm seeing and feeling. Maybe you have somebody in the back of your mind, but maybe you guys haven't talked for a while or something. I'm sensing that more or less you don't have anybody on your mind at this time. And I think it's because of, the past kind of wearing you down. So now I think I'm going to try and tap into that energy of your future love interest, or like maybe the next person that you're in a relationship with, or like the next romantic energy that is coming towards you. So yeah, let's see. Let me shuffle this a little bit first, just to kind of shake out the energy. What about the future love, romance for the collective? Please and thank you, spirit guides. Future love connection for the collective. Please and thank you, spirit guides. Who is that person that is coming towards the collective in the future? Ooh. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh no. Oh, I hate these messages. Well, the only kind of messages that I can't stand are the ones that are like, oh, he's coming back, and like they'll hold up like, I don't know, the Three of Swords and be like, oh, he's coming back, and I don't want to be that kind of reader. Yeah, and I hate it because, like, I feel like so often when it comes to, like, those past people that are coming back, half the time or more, those people haven't changed. Those people aren't coming back to treat you right. They're coming back to see if you've lowered your standards. most of the time. I mean, I'm sure that there is the few percentage of people that come back because they've genuinely changed. They're genuinely, sorry for how things went, and they've taken the right healing and steps to be a better person. But I feel like most of the time, I hate to say it, but they're full of crap. And so I feel like that's really important before I say what I'm about to say with the cards that I have received. So just because somebody may be coming back towards you from your past, unfortunately, that's not always a good sign. So just keep that into consideration. Make sure that you are careful with that person that's coming back into your life, especially if you had any substantial feelings for this person. You may be easily swayed by what they have to say. But before you do any of that, just make sure that this person actually has changed, that they can actually back up what they say, because that's the most important thing. You don't want to have to fall back into something that hasn't changed, that keeps you just as unfulfilled as before. Anyways, with all that said, I received the Six of Cups. So usually this is an indicator that the person coming towards you is indeed from your past, because Six of Cups has to deal with the past and sometimes childhood. So maybe this is even somebody that you've been out of contact for some time, but usually it's happy. The Six of Cups is usually seen as more of like a happy memory. So either you or this person could have been thinking back on the past and reminiscing a bit. So I'm getting that this could be somebody from your past. And then it was followed by the Justice card. So this actually seems like a really positive indicator, because this is indicating that you're going to be experiencing a strong sense of justice when this person approaches you. I see that the Justice card always seems to me like revealing some sort of truth that gives you a sense of justice, as well as it helps balance things out. And I think a lot of that balance comes karmically as well. Meaning that if you put out good karma, you're going to receive good karma in the balance. Yeah. So I'm seeing this as actually a positive thing. Maybe they actually have worked on themselves enough to change, heal, grow, and be the person that you've always wanted them to be. But again, take this with a grain of salt, because you never know until they actually approach you, until you actually see what the work that they have invested is. So yeah, just keep that in the back of your mind. Keep that in consideration. Yeah, so let's see, what else? I don't want to talk too badly about this person yet, because maybe they have changed. I don't want to put any negative energy that's not deserved out there. So let's see, what else about this person that will be coming towards the collective? Please and thank you. How about you show me how this person has changed? Please and thank you. Okay. So I asked how this person has changed, and the Ten of Pentacles came out. So apparently they have been building up quite an abundance during this time. Very interesting. Also, if you'll notice, there's a few people, but I feel like it mostly focuses on these two people that look like partners in the center of all of this prosperity and abundance and stability. They may be dreaming about this being you and them together, having surrounded by abundance and prosperity and stability. And it may even be as a result of the connection that you two have. So maybe they're starting to see their future a bit more positively. Maybe that's one way that they have changed for the best. Yeah, I'm picking up that energy. They probably are thinking a lot more positively about their future. They may have struggled in the past with mental illness, or you know, just feeling a little bit sad or pessimistic about the future. So that might be a really good change for them and for you if this person comes back towards you. Oh, I just got the message that they might be dreaming about you. Very cool. Ooh, let's see what else pops out. Okay. So it seems like this person, the Ten of Swords just popped out. So as I see it, this person probably has hit like their lowest point. Yeah. They might have hit their lowest point while they were not in contact with you. And, you know, the swords again have to do with, you know, thoughts. Being overwhelmed by thoughts and information. Yeah, they might feel really guilty. And I find it kind of interesting. I feel like you two kind of mirror each other because, as we said earlier, you have a lot of swords here with the Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, Four of Swords, and Three of Swords. And then this person has the Ten of Swords. So I feel like you both have kind of been having these thoughts, like racing thoughts that have kind of overwhelmed you. And guilt. Well, I feel guilt more or less with them. I don't really feel guilt on your end. Yeah. But I feel like this... It's almost like they put these swords there. I don't know why I'm picking up that energy, because like the image is clearly not them putting those swords there. Oh, okay. I'm actually getting the message that these swords probably stem from like childhood and how they've been... how they were raised, how they grew up, maybe possible past relationships even. But I feel almost as if they've accepted that as their fate in the past. They almost felt like they deserved that. That's sad. But then the King of Wands came out. So this is somebody who is sitting in their power. Somebody that is very passionate, creative, kind, loyal. That's interesting. I'm getting loyal. And I feel like this is somebody that knows what they want because they're letting their heart lead the way. That might be something new for them. Yeah. I feel like they weren't used to having their heart lead the way. Maybe they were afraid to. Interesting. The Knight of Swords also came out, which is very interesting. This is actually very positive on their end. This person actually might be backing up what they say. So the Knight of Swords, I actually see them coming in pretty fast, actually. And, you know, again, swords have to deal with thoughts, information, sometimes the truth. So I wonder if maybe they're going to be shedding light on something with some truth, and they really want to come towards you really fast with this information. Maybe even an enlightenment. They might have become enlightened to the connection they have with you. Wow, this person might actually be coming in towards you sooner than you think. So, very interesting. Just around the corner is what I just heard. Very cool. What else about this person that's coming towards the collective? Please and thank you. Whoop. So the Page of Swords just popped out. And, you know, again, this has to do with information, thoughts, or even the truth. I'm wondering if, because the Page of Swords is actually kind of conflicting to that Knight of Swords energy, because the Page of Swords is a little bit more hesitant, can sometimes indicate delays. So it might be that their heart is saying, I want to rush in, but their mind is kind of holding them back. Very interesting. I want to see what the final outcome is. Could you please show me the final outcome of these two people here? These two energies. Ooh. Oof. Well, okay. The Ten of Cups just popped out. So I'm seeing... Okay, damn. This is literally emotional fulfillment that exceeds your wildest expectations. I always see the tens, like the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like it always exceeds like your expectations or your dreams about something. And oh my god. I cannot make this up. This just popped out. Oh, that's like so happy. That makes me so emotional because this is such positive, loving energy. That's the final outcome. That's so cute. And like, as you can see here, it's like they have their little happy family. They're together, they're happy. They're just like, wow, life cannot get any better than this. They have their little house in the background. They're surrounded by nature. Their little rainbow. This looks really beautiful. Oh, you might even have a family together in the future. Or maybe that's what you guys want. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh, that is so beautiful. That's your final outcome with this person. Let's hope that they overcome their thoughts so that they actually come towards you. Because like there is a beautiful outcome possible for you guys. Wow. Wow. That really just... Wow. That blew my mind. That is so beautiful. That is amazing. Okay. And I just want to close this off now because that's your final outcome. I don't even want to clarify or anything because that's so beautiful. I want to keep it exactly as it is. Especially because this person's energy might be a little bit conflicted right now. I don't want their energy to get in touch with the message I have. Anyways, at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the clear message for you to practice patience during this time. And I believe that you're going to need patience, especially because this person, although they want to rush in with the Knight of Swords, they're a little scared too. A little bit hesitant. There may be some delays. So just be patient, I think, during this time, and know that if it's meant to be, it will be. Because the outcome is going to be worth it, I think. So just practice patience right now with the Seven of Pentacles. Think towards the future, I'm hearing. Because it's filled with positivity and light and abundance. And happiness. More than anything, so much happiness. So, don't give up hope and be patient. And I feel like things are going to work out exactly as they're supposed to. In a very positive and loving way. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know any kind of ideas for a name for this series that I'm thinking of doing, because I would love to hear your guys' opinions. And yeah, I hope you stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for watching.